Cheap and cheerful. Cheap and cheerful. Those were wise words once used by someone or other. Can't remember whom. Wise words. Those would not be the words that I would use to describe these. For reasons I will get into later. These are the Samson SR850s. That's what it says. Trust me, it's what it says. That's what's standing there right now. SR850s, they're a combination between merely fine and disappointing. Still trying to figure it out. But they do have a place in this world, and they have a certain market, which, in that case, I should stop talking shit. But, yeah. Let's rather get into all of that. Samson SR850s. Yeah. Let's get to it. The what's in the box? Didn't get a box. You can buy these like in pairs of 2, and because it's for work purposes, it's not supposed to be something fancy. So I did it for me and a friend. I wanted to test them out, and he just benefited for me wanting to do that because they're not very expensive. I'll get to the price. So yeah, no box. You buy them single. Apparently, I don't know if you can see that. It should come in a box. There's definitely a box, but yeah, I got it in some packaging. Random ass packaging. Don't really care to show it. I think I've reused it for shipping in the past. If there were to be a box, you wouldn't get anything special in there. I'm pretty sure of that. But you do get this. You get this. Just a 1/4 inch, adapter, which you're probably going to be using. Usually I handle the cable at the same, in the same segment, which in keeping with tradition, let's do that. So this cable saddens me. It saddens me greatly. First of all, it's not removable. I mean, geez, you can. I would not recommend that. It's not like it's going to be coming loose, but yeah, it's completely attached. And then you can see. Oh yes, there we go. 3 Mile Island, right there. Again, I kind of understand why, because they're supposed to be plugged into like studio amps and shit like that in order to do legitimate work stuff. And you want to be able to sit back. One interesting thing. These cups are all symmetrical, so I'm thinking from the factory, I'm guessing these cups are interchangeable because there's a little rubbery thing right there that it seems you can remove it. I haven't really pulled on it because I don't really care to, but it's in the exact same spot as the cable, and I'm starting to think that it could have gone either way, or, and hear me out on this, there's a chance of running these balanced. Jesus, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. It would be the epitome of pointlessness, in my opinion. But yeah, no box and extremely long cable. Cable's just fine. It's merely fine. So yeah, not much of an unboxing experience. Not even gonna take up much time with that. That's what we have with what's in the non-box. And next we get to build and fill. Jesus, this cable, rolling without being able to remove the cable. But anyway, so build and feel. You look at these and you immediately realize that they're built for a very, very specific purpose. They're nothing fancy. This is not metal at all. It's just hardish plastic. Very hard. It seems it could snap, with some thermal changes, but that's fine. It has the whole strappy thing to accommodate the face. Yeah, it feels kind of cheapish, which makes sense. And there's it's plastic fucking galore over here. They don't look bad. The cups. Let's first get to the material. So the material is like this velour thing. You will notice they are a lot cleaner than the others that I have that has the same type of material. Velour suede thing, more of a suede-ish. Um, because I don't really use these that often. They're being displayed, and sometimes, if I listen to like cheap ass stuff, I'll start comparing because it's a fair comparison. With something like the Roland RH5s, which kind of feels like they're slotting in directly alongside this. But again, continuing with the build, yeah, it's extremely plasticky. There's a cushiony bit here. I don't really know why. Actually, now that I'm feeling it. See, I've never felt this before because it's not something you're gonna be like, oh my god, let's explore this quickly. There's a soft foaminess there, which, oh my god, if they already dampened it and it's still, you know what, I'm gonna get to that. So yeah, furthermore, put it on your face and it's fine. The cup is just that slight, a bit on the smallish side. So I do feel my ears touching in there, but it's not like it's uncomfortable or anything. It's a hard foam, like it's stiff. So it feels like there's sort of gaps there because it doesn't conform to your face unless you like smush it in. Which I guess it's fine. Honestly, yeah, this color is a bit not so much a blackish color, more of a weird browny thing. But overall, it's not like it's built bad. It feels extremely utilitarian. Nah, it's underwhelming. It feels like it should hold fine. And given that it's specifically marketed towards doing legitimate sound work, not so much that I would say sound fucking correction work, but merely you know what? I'll get into that too. I'm just blabbering on now. Build and feel, it's merely fine. It's a fucking headphone right there. There you go. So the most important part, of any of these reviews is obvious. Yeah, is obviously what exactly does it sound like? Okay, they sound something akin to you strangling a little kitten. Oh, okay, no. Okay, now I'm being unnecessarily mean now. So they're supposed to sound flat, right? I mean, I'm guessing that's the case because you should expect these to sound extremely flat because they're not supposed to be like enjoy yourself headphones. And not at all. I mean, I guess you can. I fucking wouldn't. I'm not in love with these. Okay, I 100% understand why they need to exist. But there's a. Let's get to the actual sound. So there's a high frequency here. Jesus, this just reaches for the skies. To the point where it extremely easily starts sounding sibilant. That's the only way I can describe it. It's really damn high. I'm guessing if you're gonna be mixing or at least just recording and playing back shit, these are not for any type of bassy shit because in conjunction with the highs being extremely high, the mids being flattish, fine. Like I don't have a problem with the mids. They seem to be fine. Like even when I switch off my EQ, the mids, you can hear there's a prominent mid, which is important, for sound work and overall sound fidelity and feel. Some people say like the mids, the highs and the lows are all nice, but the soul is in the mids, which I guess that I'm a V-shaped type of person, so I get not really applicable to me, but I get where they're coming from. The low end, I wouldn't call it non-existent, but I need to EQ them to get any form of lows. Now, I'm not saying I'm fixing them. I don't think these need to be fixed. I just think they're for a very, very specific purpose. That and them, like these look. I should have done this with the bowl and the feel. They look perforated, but it's honestly it's I don't I, it's not because no when I put it on my ears, it's not the closed headset ever, headphones ever. Mostly because I mean, there's this gap that it creates here. It's supposed to be closed, but it doesn't really close off. But they did close this off. I don't know. I'm guessing that's just an aesthetic thing because it was blank. It would be more dreary. Um, so yeah, extreme lack in the low end for me personally. But you can get them to slam somewhat. But yeah, that's not the purpose for this. So I'm not even gonna make this very long. The mids seem on point for the price and the market. I would think you would use this if you're going to be doing acoustical stuff, vocally stuff. You're not going to be mixing fucking like dubstep, EDM, fucking trance shit. You're going to be doing everyday, acoustical, maybe instrumental type of music, orchestral stuff. Again, like these are supposed to be in between, like distributed amongst a bunch of artists, or say an orchestra where they can just listen to the feedback. That's what this is for. You're not going to be enjoying these. You're not going to be using these for enjoyment. Like I wouldn't game with these, not at all. And it's not really for sitting back and just chilling and enjoying the music. It's work stuff. So summary, low, hot. The fuck am I saying? Lackluster lows. I'm just gonna say it straight up. Lackluster lows, fucking highs, and decent mids. And that there you go. That's it. Not much to say here. I'm pretty sure we can just conclude this not a very long video because what else are you going to say? I could ramble on a lot, and go on different tangents and bullshit like that. But what else are you going to say? They're just, there they go. It's what they do. They should exist. I'm going to say that. They should exist. But I'm spoiling the ending now. So let's just get to the power, hilarious power, and the overall conclusion. Yeah, let's get to that. Power, Jesus. Again, these aren't supposed to like. There shouldn't be, what do you call it, barriers to entry for these. Just plug them into any old goddamn thing. I've plugged it into the tube amp, cheap ass thing. It's not actually that cheap. It's kind of fine. I like it. Zeus was a bit like extremely neutral to a more negative side to it. But when I saw it, looked cool, and I can EQ with the built-in DAC. Well, it's a DAC actually. It goes in via USB. So yeah, just plug it into anything. It doesn't matter. You can run this off a phone as well. It's fine. Again, you wouldn't do that. Like, I'm pretty sure no one, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure no one has ever bought a pair of Samson SR850s and walk around, the public like, oh my God, look at me with my sexy ass work fucking cans. No. They're supposed to be easy to drive, no fuss, like no fussy shit right here. Plug them into anything. It's gonna work. It's gonna fine. PC, phone, whatever. That's fine. So, as far as the conclusion goes, because I've been listening, because I own quite a few cans at this point, slightly north of 10, including these. I'm never going to get rid of them. It's part of the legacy because these were one of the first ones when I kind of got into this, when the 559s kind of introduced me into the audiophile thing. When I started realizing what sound should sound like. These were like these and the Rolands, the RH5s were like the first ones I got after that, because I thought, if I'm gonna be, exploring this environment, I should start out cheap. Like, let's not immediately jump the gun and get like a pair of fucking Anandas or 1990s or shit like that. So I was like, let's see. I'm at this price point with the 559, so let's go cheaper, like as cheap as you can possibly go, and see what it does. And at the end of the day, these still, I wouldn't call them better than most gaming headsets. Not at all. Well, let's not go that far. I can be a bit, elitist when it comes to the audiophile thing, the, mass-produced gaming peripherals, which technically these are also mass-produced because they're very specific niche. They're work headphones. But anything from the mid-level to low, they definitely are better at listening to music than most gaming cans. But if you're going to like the $150 roundabouts and upwards, then you're definitely beating this. One should never buy these. I'm stupid. I buy silly shit, which I don't need most of the time. So, I bought this as an experiment, and I'm happy I got them, because it. Not so much as an example of what not to do. More like, now I know. I know these are what's on the market for very entry level, mid entry level working cans, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people buy these without any emotional attachment to it. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to get my Samsons. Supposed to do a job, and that's fine. They need to exist. So, getting back to the beginning. Cheap and cheerful? No. Cheap, yes. I should probably let's just see. What am I saying? Samson 850. I don't know. Let's see what. Not gonna job. Just want to check it on Amazon so everyone can enjoy. I call it semi-open back. There we go, $35. There's a pair of cans you can buy that's the same-ish price that utterly fucking destroys these. But we'll get to that awesomeness later. SR850s. Yes, they should exist. No, not for enjoyment. Work shit, as we do. And I approve. It's fun. Not excited by them. They're fine. I thought I'd do one of these, just so oh yeah, and I think I kind of fucked up the video quality, or at least the FPS on the previous one. Stupid phone camera. But this one should definitely be better. Yeah, thought I should do these. Not everything can be overwhelming and awesome. Some things just need to exist for the sake of existing. And, it's fine. There we go. SR850s. They're merely fine. There they go. Happy days. Well, that's it for now. See you fucking later.